Good evening, Britannia, and hello to the rest of the world. Welcome to another episode of Tousi at 10, our evening debrief show. We bring you guys the latest headlines and the top stories of the evening, which you might have missed or you might not have missed. Regardless, you're going to have to watch it. And of course, we will also bring you guys all the breaking news live streams as usual after this one as well. All right, so let's talk about what we are dealing with this evening. Whiteness taboo is becoming a thing in the United Kingdom, especially in our schools and universities. Now you might say, well, that's already existing. Yeah, it's already there. But no, it's getting worse because they are actually teaching it. This sort of virus is actually now affecting our children because they are telling even white kids that they are basically not good because of their skin color. Speaking of anti-racism, anti-white racism, we have a problem in Birmingham, in parts of Birmingham where graffitis have been spotted on different walls in different areas saying no whites allowed. Of course, these are the areas where majority are non-white in Birmingham. We are also going to be covering what's going on in Canada and Justin Trudeau's government, because they are actually being forced to cut the level of migration in Canada. And yes, Tousi has come out to officially back Donald J. Trump, and we're going to, of course, talk about that as well. Let's first talk about the whiteness taboo, ladies and gentlemen. Teachers, school teachers across the United Kingdom are said to be taught to challenge whiteness in schools. Challenge whiteness. According to a best practice document, educators will be instructed on how to disrupt the central idea of whiteness in schools. I mean, this is bad. It's getting crazy because what we had about 10 years ago, 15 years ago, we started seeing young students and university students, activists, starting to spread this nonsense. Now these guys are grown up and they are becoming teachers. They are becoming the leaders of the political institutions, cultural institutions. It's them. It's that generation who are now completely infecting everybody else, and it's completely dangerous. Documents claim that encouraging anti-racist teacher training will help to maintain a diverse teaching workforce and will help to close the gap between white and non-white students. In reality, it will simply divide society further. Now, speaking of anti-white racism, graffitis have been appearing in 3 locations around Birmingham, in the inner city as well, in Alon Rock neighborhood last week and this week. CCTV footage obtained by The Telegraph shows the moment a hooded figure approaches the first location, a wall outside a primary school, at around 1:20 a.m. on Tuesday. Now, that area is 93.6% non-white. Is it a surprise that you're now going around seeing signs and graffiti saying white people are not welcome here? This is just the beginning of segregation in modern Britain. Another wall in Langton Road was later vandalized with the phrase "no white," while a third location in Foundon Road appeared to have been graffitied with "no whites allowed." Now, people fought against racism in the 20th century to become more progressive, so people stop being obsessed with other people's skin color, but it's now coming from the political left, and of course the diversity is our strength crowd. Now, speaking of migrants, Canada have been forced to make some changes to their current immigration rules. They are now reducing the number of foreign workers that Canada will be allowing into the country for jobs in industries like agriculture, food processing and construction, because Justin Trudeau has been forced to prioritize the young local natives in Canada. Trudeau said that we are looking at various streams to make sure that as we move forward, Canada remains a place that is positive in its support for immigration, but also responsible in the way that we integrate and make sure there's a pathway to success for everyone who comes to Canada. And he could have done that years ago when he first became Prime Minister, but now he feels he's under pressure because he might be losing his job soon. Now, speaking of elections, the US elections are getting close. Following the RFK Jr.'s endorsement of Trump, we have another Democrat or technically former Democrat, you could say, more independent-minded person. Tulsi Gabbard has come out to endorse Trump earlier tonight at the Trump rally. She said, "I am proud to stand here before you today, whether you are a Democrat, a Republican, or an independent. If you love our country as I do, I invite you to join me and elect President Donald J. Trump and send him back to the White House." Trump then also said that she's got great common sense, great spirit, and she loves our country. Seems like Team Trump and the whole campaign this year is even more unifying than ever before. Ladies and gentlemen, this was your latest news updates and headlines obviously on our regular Tousi at 10, our evening debrief show, which comes to you guys every day at 10 p.m. UK time. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Tousi, and we are the media.